King is back.
Really?
King is back.
Really? You're not the king.
No, but LeBron James is.
Yeah.
Like this shit, like this Adidas thing that has four lines instead of 3. You wanna check out the back too? Champ is here, man. See that Jerry West man? It took me 4 hours to draw that.
Did it really take you 4 hours?
No, it's.
I can believe it.
I'll put a picture up on our Twitter of how poorly drawn this is. I mean, this is slanted, not even in the center. It's pretty bad.
How many T-shirts did you waste before you got it right?
It's this one.
You sure?
I didn't want to waste another one.
You sure you didn't have another one? We're like, Jerry Racer.
I didn't want to waste another one.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of white tees, so I had to cut the sleeves off. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am Sean Anderson of Most Valuable Podcast. Alongside me is Ricky Widmer. Remember when you said Warriors in 6? Remember when you said Warriors in 5 or Cavs in 7?
Okay. Can I at least say something?
Go whatever. Yeah, I'm
For
happy.
the longest time in this game 6, I was starting to, because with the Warriors you can never count them out. Mm-hmm. But for a while I was like, holy shit, I may be right. The Warriors may be able to hang with them, and it will be a Curry last-second shot.
It was a great pick. He wasn't even playing in the last seconds.
But
Ass got
let's
ejected.
be honest, there were things that went on in this game that changed the momentum that had nothing to do with the players.
Yeah, LeBron James being probably one of the greatest players of all
Said nothing
time.
to do with the players.
Huh?
Hey, I said nothing to do with the players.
What are you talking about? Ayesha Curry's tweets?
We'll get into it.
All right. Anyways, Cavs won this one 115-101. They tied up the series going back to the Oracle for Game 7 on Father's Day, June 19th. And obviously the player of the game was LeBron James, scoring 41 points. Man looked just a man amongst boys, really. Why don't you talk about what the Warriors did wrong in this game and why they really couldn't stop LeBron James?
They didn't hit their shots. Their passes looked sloppy. And Harrison Barnes didn't show up to the arena. Back to you, Sean.
That's it?
Back to you.
Why couldn't they stop LeBron?
Back to you.
Why couldn't they stop LeBron?
Back to you, Sean.
Oh, now you're pulling a Brandon.
No, that's exactly.
I'm just here so I can find.
That's the things why they didn't play well. They weren't hitting their shots. The passes from Steph Curry mainly looked very sloppy, and Harrison Barnes didn't play key at all. I believe he only had 0 points.
0 points. He was 0 for 5 from 3 and 0 for 5 from the
That's
field.
why that 5 is in my head. But yeah, it was a very sloppy game from the Warriors, and I will give Cleveland credit. The 50-50 balls went in for Cleveland. They didn't go in for the Warriors.
Yeah, LeBron James is amazing, isn't he? I mean, looking at LeBron James, 16 for 27 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. I mean, these past 2 games, he's been probably putting on one of the best performances we've seen in the NBA Finals. I mean, if the Warriors win this one, I would still say LeBron would be up for NBA Finals MVP. I mean, he's been fantastic in the series. He's leading this team. You could tell he's motivated, and you could tell that the team around him is finally playing like a team. And I mean, I like the tweets were saying, the refs are doing the Cavs a favor by, giving K-Love 3 fouls in the first half. I mean, looking at this team without K-Love, it looks like they're a team that's motivated and just ready to go. K-Love just looks slow out there, but Tristan Thompson earning that contract. Kyrie putting up 20 in the first half. LeBron James, obviously, again, I want to say that, J.R. Smith was 4 for 10 from 3. I mean, not that high, but I mean, 40% from 3 is still, admirable. Richard Jefferson off the bench was fantastic, but again, I want to go back to LeBron James. He's showing why he's the king. I mean, if you look at his stat line, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 steals, 41 points, 82 points in the last 2 games. LeBron James is the key to the finals for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think everyone understands that. I think everyone sees that. And I want to even give credit to Tyronn Lue. I mean, he was terrible in the first 2 games.
No.
But he's been getting better. He's been understanding it better.
I will give all the credit to LeBron James before I give any credit to Tyronn Lue.
I'm not saying he deserves a ton of credit. I'm just saying he has learned from his mistakes.
It's kind of hard not to be in this situation when you have LeBron James on your team. So with me, and you guys know how much I hate LeBron, I will gladly give LeBron every inch of the credit before I give even a speck to Tyronn Lue.
I'm just saying he has learned from his mistakes. Playing K-Love less, putting Richard Jefferson in more. I think they should work off that more.
I don't think it's learned from his mistakes. I think it's more of a, I'm pushing all the chips I have to the middle of the table, and so far it's paying off. And the one thing I do want to say about the Cavs is with LeBron, you list off all these stats. You say, oh, well, he should be the finals MVP. if the Cavs even lose. But I'm going to say a thing that we said about the Warriors when they broke the record that's on Bull shirts from the 90s. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that ring. And the reason why I bring this up is today I was listening to the Dan Patrick Show like I always do, and they asked the question of, like, LeBron has been playing this well and has stepped it up because he's basically said, you know what, fuck it. You guys have all anointed this guy Steph as the MVP, unanimous MVP. I'm going to show you that I'm the real MVP even if I don't win the finals. And they asked the question of if the Warriors do win and LeBron gets the finals MVP, is LeBron, he's not going to say it publicly, of course, but is he sitting at home and is he maybe when he goes to bed at night thinking, I'm the finals MVP. I am the MVP. No, because it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that ring. So until they win it, you can list all these stats that don't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but then again, you could also say it for the Warriors too. If you go 73-9, and you don't win the ring and you lose as many games as you did in the regular season in the playoffs, then it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, no, it don't mean anything.
I agree, but
we come to a Game 7 on Father's Day. All these games, this game that we're talking about, don't mean shit now. Only one matters.
What I'm just saying is LeBron James is having a historical performance, and you cannot deny that. And LeBron James, if he loses this, there's no
coming back.
No, but not even that. I mean, there's no blame on LeBron. There's no way LeBron gets blamed for this loss.
Oh, he wouldn't. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Wait. Even if he wasn't putting up these numbers, if the Cavs lost.
That's not true.
Wait. If the Cavs lost in Game 5, would we have blamed LeBron? No, we would have blamed K-Love, and we're still going to blame K-Love if they lose.
I disagree mainly because if you look at the 2013 NBA Finals against the Mavs.
That was the only time it was LeBron's fault.
It was the only time. I would say if they lost in 5, it would be LeBron's fault again because you won 2 against the same team last year and without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. So I mean, I would say there would be some blame on LeBron, but talking about Game 7, what do the Warriors need to do differently? Don't say just
need to
make
hit the shots. They do. That's all they need. That's the thing.
Give me some insight, man.
That's the thing with the Warriors. They have to hit their shots, not turn over the ball. That's how the Warriors play. Get everybody involved. And I mean, the way I see Game 7 going on is, was I fired up when Curry, that whole situation when he fouled out. I love the fucking just throwing the mouthpiece at a fan, which I do find kind of hypocritical that these fans kind of taunt Curry all game. And then when Curry goes to give him a high five to say, hey man, sorry I hit you with my mouthpiece, the fan kind of gives a high five oh my God, anything for you, Mr. Curry. If you hate Steph Curry, stick with the mantra and just buy into the bit. Is what I'm saying.
You want that fan to flip off Steph Curry?
Yeah, basically.
Steph didn't mean. All right. I mean, no, it's showing humanity, right? Jesus Christ.
If you're gonna,
he's gonna clock Steph Curry in the face?
I'm not going that far.
I think he's the son of a partial owner of the Cavs.
If you're gonna jaw the guy, stick to the bit. That's all I'm saying.
No,
but I loved how Curry got fired up. I love that Curry got teed up. I love that he got thrown out of the game because I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you about the Cavaliers. I'm going to leave that to Sean. But with the Warriors, I'm telling you, I have a feeling Curry's coming out on fire, Clay's coming out on fire, and it is going to be a great game because LeBron's going to step up too.
LeBron's going to be on fire because, I mean, look at his past 2 games. Kyrie's going to be on fire. Look at his past 2 games. Tristan Thompson's going to be on goddamn fire.
I don't know about Kyrie. He started to cool off as the game went on. That injured foot, I think, is going to be a bigger deal.
Ice the damn thing.
I think it's going to be a bigger deal than people think.
Kyrie's still going to be a factor here. I think Tristan Thompson's going to be a huge factor because if you look at what Tristan Thompson did in that game, without Andrew Bogut, being a rim protector there, Tristan Thompson was having a field day. I mean, Tristan Thompson looked
Draymond's
amazing.
Coming after him.
Draymond was back in this game. Where was he this time?
They're going to watch the film, and Draymond's going to make he's going to
make the right adjustments to go to the left more with his leg and aim for Tristan Thompson's downstairs.
Does it work? Fine, whatever. That's what he's known for. That's what he's known
for. You're rooting for dirty play?
Let's make a cock punch joke. Whatever. You're better than this, Sean. You're better than this.
Oh my God! I'm saying that Draymond Green did not look like Draymond Green like he used to. He looked flat in that last game.
Still got one more game, baby.
Yeah, he still got one more game, but you still need to show up for that game.
Still got game 7.
You were talking about the best team will show up in the fourth quarter, and they did. The Cleveland Cavaliers showed up in that fourth quarter. Well, the best player did. The best player did.
However, the one thing I did say was, oh, well, because you were texting me throughout that whole first quarter. And I said, you know what, it's only the first quarter. If you look at the quarter by quarter, who won the second, who won the third? The Warriors. And the only reason the Cavs won the fourth is because the game was over. And the Warriors at the end said, you know what, fuck it, we lost this game.
Yeah, if you look at the quarter by quarter, the Cavs outscored them by 20 in the first.
Yeah, so they played,
and then the Warriors won by 4 points in the second.
They won one quarter, and then every other quarter, it was the Warriors. And the
first they split a quarter. They split a quarter. If you add up both teams' points, it's tied 6-10 to 6-10.
No,
they both
I'm talking about
points.
read me the second quarter and then read me the third quarter.
All right, first quarter 31-11 Cleveland.
Okay.
32-28 Golden State. 28-21 Golden State, and 35-30 Cleveland.
Who won the second and third?
Who won the first and the fourth? Who won the game?
No, and I'm telling
Cleveland.
you, the only reason they won the fourth is because the game was over.
No,
and the
it's
Warriors
because LeBron James scored 18 straight points for the goddamn Cleveland Cavaliers and assisted or scored on 27 straight. LeBron James took this game over and dominated the goddamn game. And if he can do it again, it's going to be a win for the Cavs.
I don't think the Cavs are winning this game at all.
Why?
It's at the Oracle. Like I said, Steph and Curry are coming out on fire
so is LeBron.
To start this game.
LeBron already beat him at the Oracle earlier.
Yeah, one time. Woohoo. You're not going to win twice at the Oracle.
He can go 2-2 against the Oracle and then have a ring.
Yeah, I don't think so. Many have tried and not have beaten the Warriors twice at the Oracle.
Like LeBron James said to the great Craig Sager. Craig Sager asked him after the game, no team has ever come back down 3-1 to win an NBA championship. And you know what LeBron said? He looked him dead in the eye and said, records are meant to be broken. LeBron James is going to break that record in the Game 7. He's going to put up another 40 point.
Just like that, he ain't going to do it.
He's going to put up another 40 point.
All it's going to be is destiny, baby. It's going to be destiny. Bulls fans,
destiny?
Bulls aren't going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyways as a fellow Bulls fan. Jordan, when they broke the record, that Bulls team won it on Father's Day. I said it 2 games ago when we were coming into Game 5. Hey, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we went into Game 7 and Steph, who his team had broken the record, can win it on Father's Day? It's coming full circle,
I'll give you some differences. One, they're 2 different teams. One,
Destiny,
Steph Curry isn't Michael Jordan. Jordan wasn't a unanimous MVP, and they weren't going up against a bulldozer in LeBron James.
All I'm saying is the same year the Bulls broke the record, won the championship on Father's Day. Same thing's going to happen here.
Who's the X factor for Game 7 for the Warriors to win?
For the Warriors, I'm going to say Harrison Barnes. He's got to step up. He's got to be... Him and Draymond Green have to play better. Curry and Clay are going to play lights out because it's Game 7 at the Oracle. I got the Warriors in this one.
How much?
How much? Maybe 10, 12, 11.
These all have been blowouts, so that's not too far off. X factor for the Cavs, Richard Jefferson. This guy has been a spark off the bench. If he can contribute off the bench that way and be backdoor cutting like the Thunder kind of took advantage with Andre Roberson in their series, I think that will provide a spark off the bench that will also open up the floor for the Cavs. That will give room for LeBron to work. That will give room for Tristan Thompson to rebound, and that will give room for Kyrie to do his thing on the outside if any of those guys get in trouble. I think the Cavs actually take this one by 5. I picked the Cavs in 7 in the start of this. I said the Cavs are going to win this at 7. We made a bet saying that loser would have to wear LeBron James jersey. I would have to wear a Draymond Green jersey. We're still holding true to that. I don't want to be wearing a Draymond Green jersey. I don't think LeBron James is going to let that happen. I think LeBron James is going to take over.
LeBron
I think
knows
LeBron
about
James,
our bet.
He does. Of course he
doesn't.
Hi, LeBron. You're watching right now. Hi, buddy. How you doing? I'm going to see you for dinner on Tuesday, right? Yeah, he's going to be. We're going to be eating with the NBA, the Larry O'Brien Trophy on the table.
Oh, so Steph's going to be there?
No, it's going to be LeBron James, and they're going to be in Akron. And they're going.
But how's the trophy going to be there?
Because the Cavs are winning. I just said that, jackass.
No, I don't think so.
Cavs are going to win this by 5. LeBron James is going to probably be put down as the NBA Finals MVP and probably going to be having the greatest NBA Finals performance in this series. I think LeBron James is easily the MVP. I think LeBron James is easily the best player on the planet, and you cannot argue that after these 2 games.
I got one last thing I want to say about this game because I've bit my tongue. I'm getting on the soapbox. This officiating in this game, and I'm not talking just for the side of the Warriors. This game was the worst officiated game of the entire finals, maybe even of the entire playoffs, because you could say, Cavs fans, I'm gonna side with you too. There were some calls that the Cavs didn't get. However, for me, looking at the Warriors, Steve Kerr, he got fined. He was right, though. There were some atrocious calls on the MVP. You're going to say the MVP is going to get called with tic-tac fouls like the one on Curry?
He was reaching in the whole goddamn game.
No.
He was reaching in the whole goddamn game.
That was not a foul on Curry. That was
on
not
Kyrie,
on Kyrie.
You jackass.
That wasn't a foul at the end. Oh, that pissed me off.
Okay.
Wait. That pissed me off the most because LeBron flopped. And if that was Anderson...
LeBron didn't flop.
If that
he didn't fall on the ground. He just got hit.
Oh,
he got hit.
He didn't on that last one?
He got hit.
No, he flopped.
Oh,
and if it was Anderson
Do you know the definition of a flop?
Wait, let me talk.
You never let me talk.
If it was Anderson Varejao, Jeff Van Gundy would be blasting him, saying, "Oh, he's a flopper." But because it's LeBron, nobody says anything. Ask Steve Kerr. He also thought it was a flop, too. Those were bullshit calls on Curry. Shouldn't have fouled out. I'm not saying that's why they lost the game, but this game was shit from the referees. And maybe Ayesha Curry has a point, which I don't think she does.
She doesn't.
I'm just throwing it out there to piss people off.
You can't rig 41 points. And also, to your
You can
point,
rig games, though.
How can you rig this game? How can you rig LeBron scoring 41?
I'm not
Do you think the
saying
Warriors
this game.
threw this game?
No, I don't think they did at all.
Okay, well then how is this rigged, Ricky?
Oh,
if you're
I
going to throw
didn't
that out
say it.
there.
I didn't say
you said
this
it
one
might have
was
been
rigged.
rigged. How was it rigged?
I'm just saying, in other games that we have said was rigged, there have been former referees that have said, "Oh, I could believe it."
All right.
Your hands are sweaty.
If you want to talk about the NBA draft lottery,
you're getting mad,
If
bro.
you want to talk about the NBA draft, you're getting mad. Your face is turning red.
Yeah, but
you
your
want to talk
hands
about,
are all
If you want
sweaty.
to talk about the NBA draft
And
lottery,
cold,
if
too.
you want to talk about the NBA draft lottery being rigged, that's fine. Whatever. That's a different thing. You can't rig an NBA Finals game where a guy scored 41 points.
Well, you could rig a game.
I will. No, you can't. How?
You can.
How would you rig this game?
Well, you can. Calls.
How?
Calls going against the MVP to where he has to sit earlier.
Stop.
He gets called with a ticky-tack foul.
Can I talk?
No. I'm not saying it was rigged, but you said there's no way you can rig it. I'm saying you could if you wanted
You
to
can't
rig it.
rig 41 points. You can't rig a dominant performance. You can't rig the Warriors not playing any defense.
But you can rig any game. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I believe what you meant
okay.
to say was this one wasn't rigged. That's what you mean to say.
None of these games have been rigged.
That's what you mean
maybe
to say.
Maybe the NBA threw a bone. I don't know exactly, but 40. We talked about this after Game 5 that 48 hours was ridiculous for Draymond Green's suspension. But let me talk real quick.
Worst officiated game of the finals.
I agree with that. I'm not going to say that because a lot of soft calls were called. A lot of calls were going against both teams that were just terrible. The one thing I will say, if any foul against Curry should not have been called, it should have been that last foul against LeBron James. The one against Kyrie, the fifth foul, there was contact before he started driving it and before Steph poked the ball away. So that's why it was called. That's why it was called.
But here's the point that I didn't even think of until Steve Kerr brought it up. It's the fucking MVP. All MVPs of the past, we're talking about you usually give the MVP a break on tic-tac fouls, which you could classify that Kyrie foul as because it wasn't a foul.
It was a foul.
Even the announcers were saying.
He had him like this and then poked him like that. He had his hands all over him, Ricky. That's a foul.
Even the announcers were like, Mark Jackson and JVG.
You just trashed Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson sucks.
But on this one, they were all like, I don't know if I'd call that one a foul. And then later on, like the refs tried to make it up, but there's no way. And the reason why I'm focusing on that foul is that would have made it because there's no way Curry's going to miss a wide open layup. Would have made it a 6-point game, which to me is basically like being down 2 to the Warriors because the Warriors can make a 6-point deficit a 12-point lead like that, it seems.
And LeBron,
if they catch fire.
And LeBron scoring 41 points can turn, 6-0 lead into a 20-point lead going out of the
I'm
first
saying
quarter.
that one
LeBron
play
James can do the same thing.
Changed momentum of that game.
LeBron James scoring 18 straight points changed the momentum of that game. Just do want to say I agree with you that this was the worst officiated game in the NBA Finals this year so far, and I do want to say that the Cavs are going to win this in 7.
The MVP.
LeBron James
cannot be called. No, the
LeBron James.
MVP Steph Curry,
the 4-time MVP
can't
LeBron
be
James.
called for tic-tac fouls when no other MVP before is called for these fucking
if Jordan was slapping in like that the whole time,
he wouldn't have
called.
because A, it was a different era too, and 2, you usually let the MVP get a different call.
Get out of here, old man.
I'm not old.
You're older than me.
No, not that old.
Game 7, we might be. Game 7 reaction, he might be dead, or I might be dead. We're gonna be killing each other if this is what Game 6 is like.
Nah, I wouldn't kill you.
If you're parading in here like I did, after if the Warriors win, then yeah, I might.
What? Kill yourself? Because then I'd be concerned, buddy.
No,
I
you.
don't wanna lose you.
I might be like putting my hands around you.
No,
like,
I'm above trash talk. I'm above that.
No, you're not. You've trash talked me so much.
I'm above that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna post all of our texts on Twitter, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, wow, Ricky was just being dramatic." You muted me, man. You muted me.
Well, I wanted to watch the game.
Thank you so much for watching this one. If you hate Ricky as much as I do, because I'm ready for the finals to be over, I need the Cavs to win. I need him to win. I can't stand this anymore. I can't stand him complaining about bad calls, bad, missed shots. Every single time the Warriors lose, they didn't make their shots. Same damn thing over and over. It's a broken record. Thank you so much for watching this one. If you do want to check out our Game 7 reaction, subscribe to our channel so you do not miss it after Father's Day. We'll be having the same type of video. We'll probably go pretty long on it just because we'll have so much to say. We'll have so much to say about the future of both of these teams. We'll definitely go in depth. So if you do not want to miss our Game 7 reaction, subscribe to our channel down below. And if you like this video, like it down below. It's that easy. If you do like it, give us the support that we that we would love you to give, because we would love for you guys to support us. If you do want to tell us what you think about the final so far, do you think it's been bad officiating? Do you think it's rigged? Tell us in the comments down below. And if you do want to talk to us in a different way, you can find us on Twitter at MostValuablePod. You can find me on Twitter at Schwarble. You can find Ricky on Twitter at Ricky Widmer. And you can find us on Snapchat at MostValuablePod. We have a Facebook page as well. And if you do want to support us in a different way than likes and subscribes and commenting, you can find us on patreon.com/MostValuablePodcast. Patrons who donate at least $1 do get a special monthly Patreon podcast. And Brandon and Mike and I were on the July one, and it was fantastic. It was super fun. Mike had some good stories to bring to the table, and it was probably our best one yet. So if you do want to check that one out, patreon.com/MostValuablePodcast. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.